Hey YouTube, it's day 3 of VEDA. So today in Jared's video, he talked about awkwardness and being weird and social awkwardness and things like that, and I will link to that video over there if you want to go watch it. And so I figured I would also talk about awkwardness because the socially awkward penguin meme could easily be written about my life because I consider myself kind of a socially awkward person. Not that I go out of my way to be socially awkward, but sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And I think a lot of the time I make it awkward. Like, other people probably don't think it's awkward because they're too busy living their own lives. But I think it's awkward. Like, one of the most awkward things, I live in a dorm, so we have a communal bathroom, so sometimes you and another girl will leave your room at the same time to head to the bathroom. But it's kind of weird to go into the bathroom with someone else you don't know. So sometimes I just awkwardly turn around in the hall and go back to my room and wait a few minutes. And I think that's a socially awkward thing to do. If you also do that, let me know in the comments below so I know I'm not the only one that does that. What are some other socially awkward things? Oh, the worst thing is when you go to a new place, like a new restaurant or a new school, and everybody else seems really confident because they know all of the social norms, they understand how everything works, and you have no idea what you're doing. And then you just kind of bumble around trying to figure out what things are, and people give you weird looks, and maybe this is more social anxiety than social awkwardness, but to me the two are very intertwined. Like, I'm very socially anxious, so therefore I have a lot of social awkwardness. And so if there's some sort of scripted thing that I know how to go through, usually it's slightly less awkward. Though I think maybe I make it awkward when you're talking on the phone with someone and like the conversation's done, but you don't know how to get off the phone with them. It's like, okay, bye. Or something like that. Or every time I try and end one of my videos here, I never know how to end things. But awkwardly ending things is probably better than awkwardly not ending things. Like, if you've ever had a conversation with someone and then you just have nothing else to say to that person. Like, one time this girl came up to me during lunch because I was wearing, I think it was a Sherlock shirt or something. And she's like, "Oh, I really like your shirt. I love Sherlock." And she had a Doctor Who shirt on. And I was like, "Oh, you have a Doctor Who shirt. Like, that's so awesome." And we both freaked out. And then we both stood there because we realized we didn't have anything else to say. And we're like, okay, bye. And so those are the kinds of things I consider socially awkward. Like, what do you do when you run out of social script? And it's really awkward because sometimes, like, you don't think something's awkward and somebody else thinks it's awkward, and I think that is probably the most awkward of awkward situations. For instance, when you're sitting in silence and you think it's like a total normal silence, like you've just run out of things to say and it's not awkward, which can happen sometimes. But then the other person's like, "Well, this is awkward." And they're like, "Oh crap, it is awkward, and I didn't pick up on the awkwardness." So many awkward problems in my life. I think that's enough awkward problems for one day, so I'm gonna awkwardly end this now.